All right, everybody, it's Divisional round weekend. With the AFC, you got the first game, which is the Ravens and the Texans, and then the Sunday night game, which is going to be the Bills and the Chiefs, which is kind of surprising considering the fact that the Ravens have the number one seed, so why are they playing first? But beats me. I guess it's for the ratings, but let's just start with the first matchup. cjstroud is Rookie of the Year. Without a doubt, Rookie of the Year. He has completely changed life for the Houston Texans. I didn't think it was going to be this good already coming out of the draft, considering the fact that he was the second pick. And honestly, he probably should have went to the Carolina Panthers, but everybody kept saying that Bryce Young was the better prospect. Bryce Young's the better player, even though C.J. Stroud is legit 6'2", 6'3", and Bryce Young is like 5'10", and not stoutly built either. He's, slender. So whether it's about talent, I will always go with the bigger quarterback. And Stroud has done an amazing job. I mean, he went and destroyed Cleveland, who destroyed them when, again, he wasn't playing. But remember, the Cleveland Browns were top 3 in defensive rating. Like, they were the best defense coming into the playoffs. And Stroud shredded them. Now, granted, it didn't help that Flacco threw 2 pick sixes, but at the end of the day, Stroud played unbelievable. But now you're running into a juggernaut in the Ravens and Lamarjackson, who at this point, he has the most pressure on him to go further than the divisional round because you are the number one seed. You have the first round bye, and you're probably going to win the MVP again this year. You have more weapons. You have Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman. You have a better offense now, and you have no excuse as to how you should lose this game. But the problem is that the Texans probably feel they have no pressure because no one expects the Texans to win this game. So if the Ravens are not careful, they can end up getting get the jump on them and get them punched in the mouth in the first half. I can see that happening because that was what happened with the Dallas Cowboys with the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers punched them in the face, punched them in the mouth, and Cowboys were ready for it and couldn't respond. But that being said, I do believe in the Ravens' ability to be prepared, and I do believe they'll win this game. I do believe this is where the Texans' magical season ends. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans. He's probably going to win Coach of the Year, if not Stefanski. And Stroud, you just showed the world why you should have been the number one pick. But at the end of the day, I got the Ravens. The Ravens have the better defense. And Lamarjackson has something to prove. And I believe they have the better offense right now, better talent, better weapons. Now, granted, I think Stroud throws a better ball than Lamarjackson, but Lamarjackson is so versatile. He can throw in and outside the pocket, and he can also use his legs. So that being said, I got the Ravens winning. And advancing to the AFC Championship game back in Baltimore. Now, game number 2, you got Josh Allen taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, who for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career, he's actually had to go on the road. This is not the AFC Arrowhead Invitational like it always been the last 4 years. Chiefs' offense is stale. They do not have enough weapons. The only best target Mahomes has is Travis Kelce. Now, the Chiefs have the better defense. This is the best defense Patrick Mahomes has had coming into the playoffs, no doubt. The last few years, it was mainly offensive driven first, and just hope the defense bends but don't break. Now, even if Patrick Mahomes' offense struggles, the defense can pick up the slack. Speaking of that defense, they're gonna have chances, to make big plays because again, you're playing with a Jekyll and Hyde quarterback with Josh Allen. Josh Allen played great against the Steelers last week. No turnovers. The problem is he's very turnover prone. So do you expect Josh Allen to have 2 consecutive great games where he doesn't turn the ball over at all? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't trust Josh Allen more than I trust Patrick Mahomes. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the I'm going to go with the Bills. I believe this year, just even though Mahomes is the better quarterback, I don't think the Chiefs have enough this year. They played against the Dolphins, who a warm city team couldn't get anything going because, again, they don't have a good running game right now. And then when your best player is Tyreek Hill, although he's great, but again, against a cold city team, when you had a wind chill of what, -5, and you know what, the second coldest game, what, the second or third coldest game in playoff history. Yeah, no, the Miami Dolphins weren't ready. They just weren't ready for the for the Chiefs. And then Tua Tagovailoa just shows you why I probably wouldn't want to pay him a supermax deal, even though you kind of have to. But if I was a GM, I wouldn't. I think the Bills probably take this one, and then it should be the Bills and Ravens for the AFC Championship to advance to the Super Bowl. And we'll talk about whoever wins that if both these teams can take care of business. You're at home. There's no reason and no excuse as to why you should lose this game. None. Zilch. Nada. That being said, I'm going to talk about the NFC a little bit later. But right now, AFC Divisionals, I got Lamar and I got Josh Allen. Hopefully they won't let me down. But I have more faith in Lamarjackson than I do in Josh Allen. But again, you cannot count Patrick Mahomes out. And I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick Mahomes plays spoiler. And I wouldn't be surprised if cjstroud did it too, but I think it will be a little bit harder because I believe the Baltimore Ravens are just overall just a better team. They're a better team, and they're coming off of, a first round bye, so they should be way more prepared than the Texans. But we'll see what happens. So